EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Off the play fake, Jensen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Let's go now. Viking 18. 6. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second and 12.
I'm coming.
From the gun, Jensen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 57.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position, through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 56. All day, dog.
Off play action. Jensen.
You can't block me.
Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jensen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jensen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll go with Hill here on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Jensen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Jensen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Ready, break. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go, D. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
On first down, Stuckey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Keep it up.
From the gun, Richardson. They find Howard complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, 25's the Mike. We're going 25's the Mike. Come to our world. We want it.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defense is talking about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go. Go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Are you getting
Now it's Carson. And shutting him off down the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Off play action, Jensen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. There's just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Throwing again. Jensen. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
Ready? 56. Mike's 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 56 to Mike.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll get a little over two, maybe a full three down to the 32-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 56.
From the gun, Jensen. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
65. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Man, I got you.
Off the play fake. Jensen. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jensen. He is going to find Hill here. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Exit. Exit.
They run the counter. It's Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
On the double. Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59. Hey, keep it up. Mike, 59.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just running with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
All day, yeah! Let's go!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he stopped immediately there.
Score, fellas.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Let's go.
Off play action. Richardson. He's going to run deep here for Ward. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
70 Lions. Check.
They'll run on first down. Stuckey.
Run.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Watch the out. Mike, 55.
To throw is Richardson. From the gun, he'll throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Hassan Reddick. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun. Richardson. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
From the gun, Richardson. For the deep ball. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Off the play fake, Jensen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Pace, 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 pace. Let's go.
57's a Mike. 57.
Operating from the gun, Jensen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again, Jensen.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
You don't want none.
Throwing after the interception, Jensen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Switch up.
Throwing again, Jensen.
Here we go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Pick it up. 56 to Mike.
From the gun, Jensen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jensen. And this one is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
To throw again, Jensen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget,
55,
compartmentalize,
55.
whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Let's run. Let's run.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it
Absolutely
2nd down.
Brendan, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Richardson. This is caught. It's Cooper. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Down. Cowboy 80.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
No. Let him know. Let him know. Check. 55 to Mike. Check out.
Back to throw. Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here.
That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Jensen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
The final shot before break. Jensen looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Hey, 25 is the mic. We're going 20.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stuckey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Richardson throwing again on 2nd and 10. He'll let one go deep for Howard. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
You ain't got nothing.
On first down, Jensen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Throwing again, Jensen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep here for and this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
They run the counter. Stuckey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
He's coming.
Hurry, hurry.
He's coming. Double up.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming.
Off play action. Richardson. They'll roll him out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play. Big-time play.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the jump.
53 is the mic. Watch the pass. Check. 53.
On the ground with guys.
It's our time, guys. Our time.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great. And they turn that one into a big play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
53 is the mic. 53. Check.
Off the play fake. Richardson looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. 53's Mike. I'll get him. Get him. Get him.
From the gun, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Let's go.
Off play action. Jensen winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I know it's maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the flood, motion, pop.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Julian Blackman bringing him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Let's go.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So now the Broncos offense will come out here as he'll try to add on 2 more.
Let's go right here now. Hurry up.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early and let him get settled back in.
Confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Buffalo 18.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the gun, Richardson. That's complete to Ward. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He's crashing.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play on interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Back to throw. Jensen. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go.
12 yards there and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's our field. Hey, it's our.
Looking to throw. Jensen. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Draw play. This is Carson, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Off the play fake. Jensen. Taking a shot for Samuel. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
No chance.
Hey, check Mike.
Off play action. Jensen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. 23 yards the pickup there.
Okay, break. Mike 57.
I'm trying to collect.
On first down, Carson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Get out of here, man.
Ready?
The mic. 57's the mic. He runs.
57. Mike 57.
Here we go.
79 Bronco.
57's the mic.
Back to throw. Jensen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Jensen. It's at about the 5. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Bronco 80. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
This is Carson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground against Carson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll try to run with Carson. And this time he is in. Yes. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Here's Richardson throwing on 1st down. He'll get this to Ward. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Check 3, check 3.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Richardson launches a screen pass. It's complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming.
On 2nd down now, Stuckey. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
55 to Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stuckey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch it, 5.
Back to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Down. Cowboy 80.
Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Watch the safety creep.
From the shotgun now. Here's the inside give. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready.
Mike, 53. Check 53. I got you, punk. Sponge.
Hey, check that. Street.
Back to throw.
Outside coming.
He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. O.J. Howard, his fourth touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Richardson operating from the gun. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
That's what I do.
Off the play fake. Jensen.
Right here.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
56.
They'll look to throw.
I'm coming.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Blue 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. He don't know no better.
To throw again, Richardson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
One more. Shut up. 70 Timberwolf.
55, Mike.
Now watch run. Undercrunch.
Richardson now throwing on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
You gonna get this, boy?
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing again. Jensen. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, and overtime to put him in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be taking attack and get it into the end zone.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Let's go now.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jensen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. 3rd down here.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You better be afraid.
Operating from the gun, Jensen. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death. But you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown. Finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Where they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. In your face. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
70 Timberwolf.
They'll run on first down. Stuckey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Mike. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, team.
To throw is Richardson. Off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether we're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Off play action. Richardson rolling to his right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
Got 55. They can't hang with us. Mike 55. Mike 55.
From the gun, Richardson finding his target. It's Ward. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
On the ground, Geis. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jackson.